Welcome to a brand new series in the restoration industry. Gokul and I are launching a restoration masterclass, and this one is going to be on mergers and acquisitions. I am very excited to have Gokul here as the resident M&A expert. This is a huge topic in the restoration industry right now, and it seems like every week, almost daily, there are new announcements coming out about mergers and acquisitions that are happening with really big companies and really big players. So over the coming weeks and months, Gokul and I are going to be releasing a number of conversations on everything that has to do with M&A. Any questions that you might have if you are approached to sell your company, if you're thinking about selling your company, just really everything you're going to need to know. So stay tuned for a lot of episodes to come. Welcome to another episode of the Restoration Masterclass series on M&A. This time we're going to talk a little bit about the stages of business, and the better we understand those stages, the better we can understand where M&A comes in the business. So Gokul, I'm going to toss it right over to you. Start by outlining what those different stages are of a business.
Yeah, so every business goes through these stages, right? So you start off on a startup stage, and that's when you're perhaps a one-man truck or a two-man truck starting out of your driveway or a 1,000-square-foot warehouse, right? And then you slowly start to build your business, and you get into this early stage growth, right? You're starting to add technicians. Maybe there's an office person, they're helping you. Then you get into an accelerated stage growth, and then at some point your business plateaus, correct? And then it declines. Okay, so when it plateaus, you either re-engineer and reinvent yourself and you get back growing it again, or if it plateaus for a long time, it's going to start to decline. So as an entrepreneur, it's really important to know where you are in this cycle, right? Because when you're in this accelerated growth stage, your business is worth 3 to 4 times more than when you are in the declining stage or when you're in the startup stage, right? So the value of your business actually changes as you go across that curve. So it's really important to know where you are on that stage of growth.
So you hinted to it a little bit already, but where on the curve is that ideal place to sell?
So it's the place where you think nothing can go wrong in your business.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yep. The place where you say, why would I want to sell it, is when your business is worth the most.
Okay.
Makes sense?
Yes.
Because you're clicking on all cylinders at that point, right? Your sales is growing, profits are growing, your team is growing. That's when someone's going to pay you a lot of money for it, right? Yeah. So in our office, most people call us. 8 out of 10 calls come when the business is on the declining stage. Okay. So they've just stayed in the business a lot longer than they should, right? Yeah. So when you're accelerating and when you're growing is really when your business is worth most to a buyer.
So what if you're in that plateau stage? What does that look like if you're hoping to kind of sell, but you've been plateaued for a minute?
Yeah, plateauing is okay as long as it hasn't been done for decades.
Okay.
Correct?
Yes.
But it's not worth as much as in the accelerated phase.
Okay.
Correct?
Yep.
So plateau is okay, but you don't want to sell it when you're declining and when you're completely burnt out and you've been burnt out for 10 years and now you're saying, I have a headache and then I want to give it to somebody else. No one's going to pay you for it.
So,
right?
Yes. So if you're on the decline, what can you do to help get back up there? I know that you have helped companies that are in that place to increase what the company is worth and get back on the right track.
So a lot of our business is consulting with our clients. Okay. Correct? We consult with clients for years sometimes before they get ready for sale. So when they're in the declining phase, right, we just need to get re-energized and refocused. And we need to put maybe a 2-year plan or a 3-year plan to get that business back up again to where it's sellable. It can be done. We do it all the time. It just takes a little bit of focus and getting re-energized about your business. And a lot of times going back to the roots of why you started it. You almost have to become a startup entrepreneur again. But it can be done. There's technologies, there's strategies in which we can do it. And we've achieved it for our clients quite a lot.
Perfect. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Gokul.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for more.